And this week we're talking about potentials and then potentials being unlocked by Shenron because, Piccolo did it. He was the person who unlocked this new door here by just saying to Shenron, yo, give me a power up. And he was like, yep, here you go. And that was it. So now we want to know what would
Literally
happen.
just absolute cheat code. It's
Yeah.
like,
So what would happen if everyone else did that? Because it's a thing. Apparently, you can just wish for it, which makes me wonder why people haven't already with the amount of threats that keep happening. But instead, Bulma's using it for longer eyelashes, de-age in 5 years. Oh,
among other things.
yeah,
I mean,
ridiculous.
he's literally, like we've discussed before, he's literally gone from a mid-tier fighter to one of the strongest.
Mm.
And according to some on the internet, to what some people believe on the internet, arguably the strongest fighter
Yeah,
in
that's
the
a bit too
Dragon
much.
team now, which
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I can't agree. I can't get on board with by
no.
any means. But
I would be happy at best to say he's maybe on par with the same blue. Maybe.
yeah, it's just
Maybe.
I've seen some Kaioken 20s and stuff like that, and I'm just like,
No.
no,
No, no, no, no,
I
no.
can't agree with that.
That's too much. But as far as everyone
But
else
that's a
goes,
different discussion.
yeah.
But
And
the thing is, the point of the matter is, he wished it, and he
yeah,
got that high.
he did.
So the fact is, can the others ask for the same?
Yeah, pretty much because we have Krillin, Master Roshi, Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu potentially as well. Let's throw him in
No,
there.
just let's. Chaozu can't get that strong. Chaozu's useless.
What do you mean? Let's have potential unlock
nothing,
Chaozu.
nothing can save Chaozu at this point. He is
Ah,
a lost cause.
that guy. But yeah, there's a lot of people within the Z Warriors who could benefit from a power potential unleashed. Um, so the one that interests me most, which I want to start with, is Krillin actually, because he's already had his potential unlocked by Grand Elder Guru, and it makes me wonder: is that it? Is that as high as he can go? Because that is a potential unlock. If Shenron's just doing the same thing, because Shenron is created by the Namekians, and Namekian gave Krillin that potential unlock. Is that as high as humans can go? It's interesting.
But Gohan's had lots of potentials.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to remember that it's like all TV shows, things like potentials and whatnot are mere plot devices.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, we had King Arthur's sword when it came to Gohan and the Boo Saga.
Yep.
Like that was just another form of potential by a different name, really. But it was still basically unlocking his potential.
Hmm.
He's basically Gohan's had it done twice, so there's zero reason that he did Krillin can't have it done twice. It's just a slightly different way of doing it.
Yeah.
This time he's not had an old green dude put his hand on his head. He's having a giant dragon do it instead. So I don't really see a massive reason why Shenron couldn't do it because
Hmm.
it's not an elder Namekian doing it.
Hmm.
They could literally Dende poured some water on and made on the dragon statue and it was suddenly stronger. Like there's literally no reason within the law why they couldn't have said it's allowed Shenron to make them stronger.
Yeah, I agree. It's making me think though, like for Krillin, I guess since we are starting with him, what would it look like? Because with Piccolo, we got a full new form. Gohan technically kind of got a new form. We'll call it Ultimate Gohan because that is the one he got from the Elder, well, the Kais, I guess, when his potential was unlocked further. Um, Krillin didn't change when he got his potential unlocked by Guru. So, would he change appearance? I think just because he's human, it really limits what they can do.
Mm. But I mean, you could look at that, but also when Goku got Kaioken, he hadn't changed into Super Saiyan or anything like
Yeah.
that. It's it wasn't like a Super Saiyan transformation,
Hmm.
but it was a power up
He
that he
turned red.
utilized. So he still yeah. So basically, he still gains an aura and everything like that
Hmm.
that he utilizes. So they can still gain like auras and everything like that. They don't have to be like Super Saiyan transformations to be able to gain these visible auras.
This is true. I guess they would need something though to stand out from their normal forms because none of the humans on the show ever change, no matter how strong they get. Well, that's the thing; they've always been a lesser to the Saiyans, so they've never taken a star role ever at any point.
And I think this is their opportunity. And I think this is where they can embrace the auras and things like that. And I think
Mm.
this is where you could start introducing these things for them, just like doing the things like I know I've said the Kaioken, but that's the perfect sort of thing to start using for them, where it's like
Yeah,
you get these power up auras, like when Gohan went Ultimate and things like that. It was just a white aura basically,
pretty
wasn't
much.
it?
Yeah.
Like it didn't look anything amazing, but it was a demonstration of his power, and it showed you that okay, he's powered up at the minute
Mm.
and things like that. And I think that's a good, and I don't see anything wrong with that. It shows you when they're powering up, and I don't see why humans wouldn't be able to do that.
Mm.
There's no reason for them not to be able to do that. And I mean, and I think that would be perfectly fine. And I think these are the opportunities because it would also make sense because when Piccolo got his power up, that's what happened. He changed. So these guys getting an aura at least, yeah, they may not change.
Mm.
Then at least getting something would happen.
Imagine if Kron's potential unlocked was that he just got a nose and now he has the power of smell. He's unlocked his sixth sense. Well, his fifth sense, I guess. He has five already. But
I mean, imagine if you did something with Tien where it was like it's something to do with further unlocking like his third eye or something like that. They
yeah,
actually did something with that,
yeah, because like
where they
Tien's,
actually acknowledged it for once.
he
It's like the
also,
dude has a third eye.
yeah, he also has the form where he has four arms as well, which he never hardly uses. It's like that could be full control over that four arms, three eye Tien. Let's go wild with that. He's the one that stood out the most to me, where I thought, yeah, they could do something with him.
It's
But
like you see the human. How many humans have genuinely just chilling about with, with three eyes? It's not a
uh,
human trait. I'm
it's
sorry.
not.
Like they should do something with that, and they should like they could so embrace that they could unlock his potential, and then they could say like they could use that to say like give him heightened senses and stuff like
Mm,
that, um, and they could allow that to so that he can make it so much harder to hit him, increase his dodge speed and stuff like that, or
yeah.
make him a faster striker and things like that. Like it just makes sense.
Mm,
Um, or like you can see into the power of Ki blast, and so he's better with Ki and things like that. So he has more powerful blast
mm.
because like he showed during the Cell Saga that he was really powerful.
Yeah, like
um,
Tien for me is the most interesting of the three human fighters. Like, well, four human fighters, including Roshi, I guess. Just because he already has a lot of interesting and unique techniques that the others don't. Like you mentioned, the third eye, which never ever comes into play. Like nothing has ever been done about that. He's got a third eye, which benefits him rarely, if at all. And then his other forms, like he's got the form split technique where he can multiply himself, similar to Piccolo. He has the four arms, which is great as well, which he doesn't use enough. He's got a lot of attacks as well, which are great in their own right. And it's just like he does train. He trains probably just as much as Piccolo, to be honest. He has his own dojo. He's constantly training, and he isn't strong. He is nowhere near on the level of anyone anymore, just because he is human.
he
So
was he was the meme of the Tournament of Power, really.
yeah,
Like everybody memed on him during the tournament of power. Like it was like, oh, you got rid of one guy. Well done. That's it. Like
Yeah.
nobody really wanted him there. And the thing is, like everybody thought he was so cool when he held on to Cell during Semi Perfect Cell during the Cell saga. Everybody thought it was one of the coolest moments of the Cell saga because he was just absolutely flexed on him, just this little human.
Yeah.
And that's the point. He was literally just a human. Like Team Four Star literally made a whole thing of it.
Yeah.
Because literally it was just yet he held him for, and I think somebody worked it out or something, and it was like apparently like in the grand scheme that it was supposed to be for like hours, like that he was actually doing that for, like how long he actually held him for.
There's potential because this is when Vegeta and Trunks were in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could have been hours, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. And it was like I think I saw somewhere that apparently he was actually doing that for hours before he actually passed out. Which is impressive. So it wasn't just a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Honestly, the anime is not going to imagine like the full length of the Frieza Goku fight, but it's just Tien doing that one move over and over again.
Yeah. So that lasts like a couple of minutes in the anime, and it's actually relative to hours.
Yeah.
Whereas Frieza and Goku is a couple of episodes.
And it's supposed to only be 5 minutes.
Yeah. Logic. But yeah, it's like he has that amazing shiny moment, and everybody loving for it. And then by this point in Super, it's just a meme. And it's like there's no reason that Shenron couldn't unlock them. And I think that if this catch-up mechanic is here, there's no reason they shouldn't utilize it. It's like it's there. You've got it.
Yeah.
Use it. Don't give it to Bulma. Like
yeah,
you might as well, if you've done it with one person, you might as well get everybody else involved instead of just having them as filler characters. Like, get everybody involved. Let's make it like it was back in the day.
Yeah, Shenron can grant 3 wishes, and that's 3 wishes each year. Just spend 2 years to get everyone potential unlocked. Just do that, and then we're good. I wonder how it would work with someone like Bulma, because she's not going to get the potential for like fighting unlocked. But imagine her like technology skills, the potential is just being increased.
Smarts, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a bit crazy.
Because it doesn't say fighting potential, does it? It just says potential.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, what they could do is they could say like unlock the potential of Trunks and Goten.
Yeah.
So you could literally do like I don't know, like Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, and then the next year you could do Roshi, Goten, Trunks.
You could, yeah.
Or you're probably going to do Goten and Trunks first.
Probably, just because they are half Saiyans.
Yeah.
But even then, Goku, Vegeta, they haven't had their potentials unlocked.
Yeah. That would be terrifying. Imagine that. They just absolutely bury Piccolo. It's like, oh, you're nothing again.
Are they? I was going to say, are they already at the point where they've kind of reached their potential, but definitely not, because Goku is constantly surpassing his potential by unlocking new form after new form, and with him only just kind of unlocking Ultra Instinct. If Shenron was just like, yeah, I'm going to unlock your potential, and it's like, what?
But I mean, I think the thing is that is the wish not only as powerful as the
dragon?
Yeah, as the dragon. So I think Goku and Vegeta are basically just too powerful by this point.
Maybe, but then Orange Piccolo. We're saying that he's on level with Goku and Vegeta right now, with potential to grow stronger if he learns this form more.
True, but I think maybe there's probably a ceiling.
Yeah. There will be, because Goku and Vegeta are just going to get stronger and stronger because they are the main 2 characters, I guess. But yeah, for others, like Yamcha, let's take him.
The thing is, would he want to come back? I think if he saw an opportunity to come back, I think he'd dive on it.
I think he would. I think he would want to become a fighter again. I think he would be the one volunteering himself to go first to get his potential unlocked. Just because we've seen in the Tournament of Power, he was waiting to be asked by
Yeah.
everyone. He was waiting and waiting and waiting, and no one did. So he's probably feeling it right now, like, everyone thinks I'm a joke. No one wants to, no one thinks I'm strong anymore. Let me prove it. I'll get my potential unlocked next. And yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Yamcha is one of my favorite characters, and it's such a shame that he just doesn't do anything anymore. He's my favorite, like, looking character, just because of the hairstyle. I love his hairstyle. I love the scar on his cheek and everything. I think he's got a unique move set with the Wolfang Fist, because I love that move. It's literally energy control leveled up, because no one else controls energy blasts like he does. He raises them out of the floor, he flings them around and everything. It's like a ping pong ball, pretty much. And you don't see anyone else doing that. They throw a blast, it goes in one direction, and it rarely ever turns. With Yamcha, he can control it freely, it seems, no matter how far away it is, which is
I
unique.
think
I love that.
I think the closest sort of thing we've ever really seen is maybe like Goku curving the Kamehameha,
Yeah.
but all it is a slow curve.
Mm.
We've never seen them really do not fast turns the way
Mm.
anything close to that.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing is, like Wolfgang Fischer, they don't exist anymore. Moves like that.
No.
The closest thing we'll ever see to that sort of thing anymore was the filler episode, the baseball filler episode.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it was a nod. There were so many people who will never ever experience that because it was pretty much it was an OG thing anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he did have a very unique skill set, and I think that sort of thing would be welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Even not just welcome back, it would just be welcome because it would be refreshing. And I think it would be very refreshing to have like in the start characters like Krillin at the start of Z were welcome and they were relevant.
Yeah.
And to have them powerful again would mean something.
Yeah, because I guess
what they've basically done here with this Piccolo thing is, and I don't think it was intentional, is they've skyrocketed Piccolo so high, and I don't know if the word weak is the right word for Piccolo back then, but he wasn't weak, but in comparison to Goku and Vegeta, he kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've unlocked the doors to bring up everybody else very quickly, very easily. So they could basically bring up such a catch-up mechanic that they can basically almost reset it to how things were in Z at the Saiyan Saga. So that you have everybody relatively close, but you still have your main characters as your main characters.
Yeah, I guess so.
Everybody is relevant in some capacity.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't just have side characters all the time.
That's a really good point, actually, because I guess, yeah, especially in the Saiyan saga at the start, like, I guess, yeah, Nappa was kind of bodying everyone one by one, but everyone put up a decent fight for the most part, and it was only, well, Piccolo and Goku were the only ones who had any sort of chance in beating them realistically. But even then, Piccolo was getting beat and did die because of Nappa as well. So it's like, yeah, having everyone on par with each other would be decent.
How many episodes did we have of the Saiyan Saga with no Goku, yet it was still very, very entertaining?
Yeah, just because all of these characters are cool characters, they're fun characters, and I think that's one of the things about Super, which I understand why they've done it, but also I'm not sure if I'm the biggest fan of it. But they introduce a lot of characters, a hell of a lot of new characters. They introduce universes full of new characters, and I get it. They want to make new characters. They want to have new toys on shelves. They want a lot of sales, all that stuff, because, yeah, people can get bored of the originals, and that makes sense. That's why Pokemon, every few years, they release 150 new Pokemon, just because, they want people to buy the games and stuff. But with Dragon Ball, they've had these characters for such a long time. They wanted to introduce new ones, and the old ones kind of just got pushed to the side, which is a shame. But Yeah, the point you made about the Saiyan saga, especially, I completely agree. I love that when everyone is kind of equal. Yes, Goku was the savior, the one stronger than everyone. That's fine. If you keep Goku and Vegeta just that level ahead, but everyone else kind of catches up to the level below, I wouldn't be mad. But also, are we ever going to get to a point where there's going to be minor villains anymore? Because I can't see that happening. I think we're just going to go from major villain to major villain to major villain, and there's never going to be a threat that is strong enough for like Krillin to sort out by himself. You know, we're never going to see that. It's just going to be like Goku, kill him, okay, and then that's it.
Because if you'd had that, if you'd had that where they were all that level and they were all pretty close, but obviously you still had your Goku and Vegeta, that obviously stronger. Then when you went in with Tien and Krillin and that into the Tournament of Power, their fights and everything would have been so much more interesting because you wouldn't have just been sitting waiting for them to be eliminated.
Yeah.
Because that's all that was happening. You were waiting for Krillin and Tien to be eliminated in the most bitch-like way possible, which, guess what happened? They both went out like absolute little bitches, which they did. Like, Krillin wasn't paying attention and he just got knocked out like by Frost, and Tien knocked out one person. And it's just like, and you were waiting for it. You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Whereas if they were all relatively even, then you could have seen them take out a couple of people, or you wouldn't have known when it was coming, or there would have at least been like, if they did go out, it would have been like, oh, but at least he put up a fight or something like that. Then you wouldn't have known when it was coming. It would have been so much more engaging.
I agree. Yeah.
And I think they've accidentally given themselves this opportunity. And I think it would not be a bad idea to embrace it.
I completely agree. Yeah, I think they should embrace it just to bring back these characters who are way too weak to put up a fight anymore. But also, do I actually think they will do this?
Oh God, no!
Definitely not. Nah, they won't. There's too many characters now, and that's the problem. Because we have Goku and Vegeta, who are always, always, always going to be around for fights. Always. We have Broly, who has now joined the cast. He's canon now. He's coming out of the films. He's training with Goku and Vegeta. He's arguably stronger than both of them. He's another fighter that's gonna be around going forward, unless he trains and then decides, "Yep, I'm off now. See ya," which isn't gonna happen. Let's face it. He's gonna be part of the main cast. And then we have Beerus and Whis, who don't technically get into the fights, but they're always around, who are also extremely strong, stronger than everyone else. And then, yeah, Piccolo is now strong again. Gohan is now extremely strong again. We have Frieza, who is kind of here, kind of not. We don't know when he's going to pop up again, but he is also pretty strong. Android 17 got a massive power increase for the Tournament of Power somehow, just from protecting an island full of animals. How did that happen? Who knows? But he's also extremely strong. So everyone else, it's just like, that's already like, how many people did I just name there? Like 6, 7? How many more people do you really need around for a fight?
I know it's trying to work out now with the new anime coming, which they've said is coming.
Yeah, next year,
who
hopefully.
is the main cast going to be? It's like we're definitely going to have Whis, Beerus, Goku, and Vegeta. So you got your 4 straight off the bat. Bulma's obviously going to be there.
Yeah.
Gohan, I don't know. He wasn't in Super that much, really.
No, I think we're going to see less and less of Gohan.
Anyway, I don't know if Piccolo will be either. Because Piccolo and Gohan are the kind of a duo. They might bring them in because of the new forms. They might not.
Just based on the manga and the admittedly little I know about it, it seems like the focus is extremely, extremely heavy on Goku and Vegeta, Heeroes and Whis. And everyone else is just kind of forgotten about. So it's like, if that is how things go, and it's just, okay, it's the story of Goku and Vegeta now fighting aliens from different galaxies constantly, everyone else is getting left behind. And I don't think I like that. I don't want that to be the case. I don't want it to follow the manga. And it seems like I have a strong suspicion it won't follow the manga. I've got a feeling it's going to follow the films and it's going to do the Broly film, it's going to do superhero film, and then there's going to be a new story. And that's either going to kind of follow the manga in a way, or it's going to be completely different altogether. And that's how I see it going. Because I don't think you can have Dragon Ball going forward with just Goku and Vegeta.
No, be too many people are not going to be happy.
No.
But people are not going to be happy about that.
Yeah.
But in terms of potential, they're not gonna do it. But I think they should.
Yeah, I think they should as well. It would be good to see. There's so many things they could do. Imagine if they gave it to Koran. Koran potential unlocked. Imagine how many sensu beans they'll be getting out of him daily. Wow.
It's pure farming.
Yeah. That is.
Yajirobe potential unlocked. He gets all skinny. He becomes a better swordsman than Trunks.
Wow.
Just absolutely takes him down.
These are the potential unlocks I want to see. But anyway, I think we spoke about this enough now. So yeah, let's wrap that up there. And let's move on now to the Hall of Fame.
Let's go.